guys, and welcome back to the channel with me, Beth Grylls, and welcome back for another really exciting video where today we're going to be working on an upcycling project, taking an old guitar and refurbishing it with some other bits of old scrap wood lying around to make a guitar inspired chair. And I'm so excited. I can't wait. I love to upcycle things, I love recycling and making use of all the scrap around me, so we're going to get on with it and we're going to transform what was a guitar into a fully functioning, sturdy and stable chair that we can sit on. So let's get on with it and see how it goes. Okay, so in terms of materials, what I've got is my guitar here, which obviously I've stripped down, taken apart, and I've sorted it into the front, the back, and of course the edge, the shell that it came in. So as well as that, I've got this lovely big piece of wood here. So I'm going to basically be using these as the back of the chair. So that will be behind you as you sit down. And then underneath, I'm going to have like a plectrum sort of shaped seat coming out in front of that with probably about 3 legs in a similar fashion to how you'd expect to see on like a stool or something like that. So we're going for this really cool sort of original guitar based design, and I really can't wait. So what I'm going to do is cut out the plectrum shape and cut out the guitar shape, and then we will go from there. So let's get on with it and see what happens. So what we have now are the two pieces. So you've got the plectrum shape and the guitar body. So the plectrum shape is basically going to be our seat, and I just want to check it is the right size for my ass. So as you can see, the plectrum is going to be the seat, and then the guitar body is going to be the back of the chair. So now we've got all our parts, the next thing to do is to strip down the paint. So I'm going to use a sander to sand it off. And I'm going to clean up the fretboard a bit because there's bits of tape on it and things from back when we were children. So I'm going to sort that out. So let's get on with that and see where it leads us to. Right, so there we go. That's looking a lot neater now. So that just needs painting up. And I want to keep the colours pretty similar and pretty true to the original guitar because that guitar has been in our family for a long time and I want to keep it looking like that old guitar. So I'm going to find something on my paint shelf that resembles the brown that this was wearing. I don't know if I've got anything, but I'll see what there is and then go on and paint it. Okay, so basically where we are now is that I've cut out obviously all the bits for the back, and that is all looking fine and dandy. We've got our 3 back pieces here which will all stick together to form a solid back. To support the fretboard, I've also got the original neck of the guitar, which is here, which I've just stripped down. I've altered a bit, cut a bit off the back just so it will all fit together nicely. So the back is pretty much prepared, so all that now needs is assembling. But with the seat, I originally cut out this shape in this chipboard as a base on which to do a bit of upholstery. I've got a bit of fabric, a few textiles lying around, that I could make a nice comfy cushioned seat on this base. So I've got this huge cushion. I'm just taking the netting off the outside. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is take my plectrum shape and cut that out of this big cushion. So I've got this blade here. I'm not really sure how this is going to go. In fact, what I will do is take this quilting off Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm then going to glue this down with a bit of spray adhesive. So obviously then I've cut out another plectrum shape in a harder wood, which is going to support the legs and be the attachment between the legs and the seat. So we've got our 2 pieces of wood used for the seat here. So those are the elements of the chair so far and where we've got to. So my next steps are to really think about what I'm going to do with the legs, and come up with a plan of how I'm going to attach them and things like that. Right guys, I'm back and I have got myself an actual chair. So what I'm going to be doing is taking the legs off of this chair right here. There's obviously 4 legs on this chair, but because of the plectrum shape of my intended seat, we're going to be having 3 legs, because that will look better and it will fit better. So I'm going to be using 3 of the 4 legs off this chair. So I'm just going to take those off. That way it will be the right height as well for a chair, and I don't have to do any measuring or any of that malarkey. So take these legs off, attach them to that board, sandwich the board together, and then create a chair. Let's get started. Okay, so these are my 3 legs I have got here. I'm going to have to think of something as well to replace the dowels that were sort of between them, bracing them apart. I have got the original ones that I took off that I can reuse. Otherwise there are a couple of beds down the garden, so we could use the headboards off those and take some of the dowels out of there and use those to brace the legs. Right, so the next thing to do is sort of sand these up a bit, sand these down and get them cleared up a bit because they're a bit scraggly where I've just had to saw bits off of them. And then we will start putting them together and thinking about how we're going to brace them and strengthen them. So I've managed to get the legs to form a triangle with the dowels, so all I need to do now is pop that together. I don't know if you can see the bruise on my face, but I have been smacked in the face by a drill whilst doing these holes. So I did just go in and have a quick lunch break, just to calm down a bit after that. But anyway, we are going to get on. So I'm going to attach the seat. Okay, so I'm going with these screws and I'm just going to screw them in now to the base. Right, so here's my stool, and next thing I'm going to do is paint the base of the stool. So I've got this old outdoor wood paint. It's like sort of fence paint. But the point is I wanted it brown like the guitar colour. So I'm going to use this, which I've mixed with some warm water just to get some of the gloopiness out of it. So I'm now using my real paintbrush. I'm using my small to medium filbert brush, which I usually use for painting pictures, but I'm going to use it on the chair here, just in these intricate bits across the top. So now I've painted the chair, my next job is to paint the guitar. Right, I'm going to leave that now to dry overnight, and then tomorrow I will come back in and I will finish up some of the painting and put it all together. Okay guys, so it is now day 4 on this guitar chair, and we're on the final step now, where I'm going to be attaching the back. Right, and we're on the final stage now, where we're going to be attaching the back of the guitar to the chair. So, what I've got here are some pieces of hardwood which I am going to attach to the guitar and to the chair in a sort of L shape like that to hold it on and to support the back on my chair. Right, okay, so I'm going to attach this to that like so. Okay guys, so that is it. That is the end of the video, and this is the chair I've created and I'm so happy with it. It looks exactly how I'd like it to look. It looks similar to my own guitar in its colour scheme and things. Not quite so orange, but the black and the brown sort of scheme really go with it. And it would look so nice just sat in the corner of my room somewhere or something like that. So I'm really happy. We'll just give it a little test out, and as you can see, you can sit on it, you can lean back on it, you can do whatever you like on this chair. It is a fully functioning chair. So I'm so happy I managed to make this without a plan, without any experience of making chairs before. This has all just been made up as I went along, and I'm so happy at how well it's worked out. I've really had a great time making it, and I really hope you enjoyed watching this video too. And if you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and don't hesitate to leave a comment down below.